I am Darshana More, Assistant Professor of Food Science, KKY College of Horticulture. The next topic of weed management is classification of weeds. According to the weed base of lifespan, then weeds are classified into annual weeds, biennial weeds, some of the perennial weeds. The annual weeds, those weeds that have a life only for a season or a year and complete their life cycle in that season or the year, are called as annual weeds. The examples of annual weed is monsoon annual, Comeliana bengalensis, or the Bohevia uh, erecta, or the some of the winter annuals, Chenopodium album. These are the pictures of winter and summer annual. Then some next classification of weed is the biennial weeds. It completes the vegetative growth in the first season, flowers and set the seed in the succeeding season and then dies. These are found mainly in the non-crop areas. Example, Alternanthera ishainata and Dicus carota. Then perennials, that means the weeds are live more than 2 years, mainly live almost indefinitely. The adapted and also they are adapted to withstand adverse climatic condition, then propagate not only through seeds but also by the underground stem, rhizome or the vegetative plant parts. So that is called as perennials, and hence they are further classified into some simple perennials, bulbous perennials, corm perennials, creeping perennials. So the first is a simple perennial that plants grow propagate only by the seeds. Sonchus arvensis. Second one is the bulbous perennials, that means the plant which possess a modified stem with scales and reproduce mainly from bulbous and the seeds. Examples, allium species. Then third is the corm perennials, the plants that possess a modified shoot and fleshy stem and reproduce through corm or the seeds. Example, Timothy or Phleum parentis. Then fourth number is the creeping perennials. That means the weed reproduce through seeds as well as with one of the following, some like rhizomes, the plants having underground stem, sorghum halpens. Then second is stolon, the plants having horizontal creeping stem above the ground. Example, cyanodon dactylon, that is hariali. Then roots, plants having enlarged roots system with numerous buds, Cornuvellus arvensis. And last one is the tubers, the plants having modified rhizomes adapted for the storage of foods, Cyprus rotundus. These are the creeping perennials, rhizomes, stolon, roots and tubers. Some of the pictures of perennials: Sonchus arvensis, Phleum pritens, then Sorghum halpens and Cyanodon dactyla, Cornuvellus arvensis and Cyprus rotundus. Then again next classification is based on the ecological affinities. So the some weeds are wetland weeds, garden land weeds, dryland weeds. First, wetland weeds, they are tender annuals with semi-aquatic habits. They can thrive as well under the waterlogged condition and in a partially dry condition. Propagation is chiefly by seeds, Aminea bacifera or the Eclipta alba. Then some of the garden weeds or the irrigated lands. These weeds neither require large quantities of water like wetland seeds or nor can be successfully withstand extreme drought or dryland weeds. Example, Tranthema, then Tranthema portulacastrum, Digeria arvensis. Then dryland weeds, that means these are usually hardy plants with a deep root system. They are adapted or to withstand drought on account of mucilaginous nature of the stem and hairiness. Examples: Tribulus terrestris or Jimon mexicana. That means according to the climatic conditions or the soil types, the weeds are classified. Then next, based on the soil types, that is classification based on edaphic condition. The weed, some of the weeds are grown in a black soil, some of the weeds are grown in a red soil. So the weeds of black cotton soil, the weeds are closely allied, often closely allied to those that are grown in a dry condition. Examples: Aristolochia bractata. And the red soil weeds are like the weeds of garden lands, consisting of various classes of plants, Camelliana bengalensis. Then the pictures of this wetland island weeds: Argemone mexicana, then Aminia brassifera, Trianthema portulacastrum, and Aristolochia bractata. Then the classification base, again the weeds of light, sandy, and loamy soils, the weeds that are occur in a soil having good drainage, Leucas aspera. The weeds of lateritic soil, Lantana camera and Spergula arvensis, based on place of occurrence. The weeds of croplands, the majority of weeds infest the cultivated lands and causes hindrances to farmers for the successful crop production. Example: Phylorus minor in a wheat. Then weeds of pasture lands. Mostly the weeds are these weeds are mostly found in the pasture or the grazing grounds. Example is Indigofera inifila. Then weeds of waste places, corners of the field, margins of the channels where the weeds grown in a profusion. Examples: Gynodropsis, or Pentaphylla, then Calotropis giganteum, etc. Then weeds of playgrounds, roadside. Some of the weeds are also grown in usually hardy, prostrate perennials capable of withstanding any amount of trampling. Examples: Alter Nanthera ishainata or Tribulus terrestris. Then based on origin, some of the some of the weeds are exotic weeds or the indigenous weeds. So the first is indigenous weeds. All the native weeds of the country are coming under this group, and most of the weeds are indigenous. Examples: Acalypha indica and Abutilon indicum. Then second is the introduced weed or the exotic weeds or the foreign weeds. That means these weeds are introduced from other countries. These weeds are normally troublesome and control become difficult. Parthenium, Hysteroporus, Phyllis minor, etc. Based on cotyledon, number of cotyledons it can classified onto as a dicot and monocot. First, monocot: Panicum flavidum, Cyanocola colonna. Then dicots: Crotalaria verrucosa and Indigofera viscosa. Then classification based on soil pH. Based on the soil pH, the weeds can classified into three categories: acidophils, basophils, and neutrophils. So the some weeds require acid soil, like Rumexa acetosella. Some weeds require saline and alkaline soil, Tharoxum species, and some weeds require a neutral soil, like Acalypha indica. Uh, then the again next classification based on morphology. Some weeds are grasses like some of the sage or the some broadleaf weeds. So the first, grasses. All the weeds come under the family Poaceae. That means the grasses weeds come under the Poaceae family, called as a grass, which are characteristically having long narrow spiny leaves. Examples are Echinocola colonum or the Sanodon dactylon. Then sage. In this class, this family is mostly belonging to the Cyperaceae family. Then this the leaves are mostly from the base, having modified stem with or without tubers. Example: Cyperus rotundus. Then third number is the broad-leaved weeds. This is the major group of weeds, as all the family of weeds come under except the Poaceae and Cyperaceae. That is, all cotyledonous weeds are broad-leaved weeds. The examples are Flaviria australicea and Digeria arvensis, Tridus procumbens. Pictures of these weeds: Synodon lactylon, Cyperus rotundus, and Tridus procumbens. Then, based on nature of stem, again the weeds are classified according to the nature of stem. Some of the weeds, herbaceous weeds. So the woody weed includes shrubs and undershrubs are collectively called as brush weeds. Lantana camera, then Prosopis juliflora, semi-woody weeds are Croton sparaciflorus, and herbaceous weeds have a green succulent stem are of most common occurrence around us. Amaranthus viridis. The 10th number of classification is based on the specificity. Beside of these various classes, the weeds of a few other observed specific attention due to their specificity. They are poisonous weeds, parasitic weeds, and aquatic weeds. So the first is poisonous weeds. The poisonous weeds, causes alignment on livestock, resulting death and cause great loss. These weeds are harvested along with the fodder of grass and fed to the cattle. While grazing, the cattle consume these poisonous plants. Example: Dhatura fastuosa, then Dhatura stramonium, and Dhatura metal are the poisonous to animal and human being also. Examples of poisonous weed: next is a parasitic weed. So the parasitic weeds, under this parasitic weeds, the parasitic weeds are again classified as a total total root parasite or partial root parasite, total stem parasite, or the partial stem parasites. So the parasitic weeds are neither total or partial, which means these weeds that depends completely on the host plants. These are termed as the total parasitic weeds, while the weeds are partially depends on host plant for minerals and capable for preparing the food from the green leaves are called as partial parasites. These parasites, those parasites which attack on roots are termed as root parasite, and those parasites which are attack on a shoot of other plants are called as stem parasites. So the typical examples of total root parasites is Orobanchi ceronia is on tobacco. So then partial root parasite is a striga on sugarcane, sorghum, and total stem parasite is Cuscuta chinensis on lucerne and onion, and partial stem parasite on Loranthus longiflorus on mango and other trees. These are the pictures of parasitic weeds: Orobanchi, striga, Cuscuta, and Loranthus. Then the aquatic weed, unwanted plants which grows in water and complete at least a part of their life in a water are called as aquatic weeds. That means the weeds complete their life cycle within a water are called as aquatic weeds, and they are further grouped into categories submerged, immersed, marginal, and floating of weeds. So the first is the submerged weeds. These weeds are mostly vascular plants that produce all or most of their vegetative growth beneath the water surface, having true roots and stem and leaves. That means the submerged weeds they complete their vegetative growth in a water surface. Examples: Tricularia sterdalis or Ceratophyllum demersum. These are the pictures. Then the immersed weeds. These weed plants are rooted in the bottom mud with aerial stem and leaves are above the water surface. That means the aerial parts above the surface and rooted parts below the water surface. These leaves are broad in many plants and sometimes like grasses. These leaves do not rise and fall with water level as in case of floating weeds. Examples: Nelumbium speciosum and Juicea repens. And some marginal weeds. Most of the weeds plants are emerged weeds that can grow in a moist shoreline areas with a depth of 60 to 90 centimeter water. These weeds vary in size, shape and habitat. The important genera that comes under this group are Tifa, Polygonum and Cephalanthus scripus. Then floating weeds. These weeds have leaves that floating on the water surface either singly or in a cluster. Some of the weeds are free floating and some rooted at the mud bottom, and leaves rise and fall as the water level increases or the decreases. Examples is Ichacornia, Crassips, Pistia, Stratiotus and Salvinia, then Nifia, pubescens, etc. These are the classification of weed. Thank you.